We're using the actual Wi-Fi. I was using my phone's internet, what is it, data originally, and I'm like, oh, why is that not working for us anymore? But then the Wi-Fi is even worse, so that's why I'm like, if it's not too laggy, we'll keep going. But if it's really bad, like if I keep lagging, then I think we're gonna have to stop. Hi, I don't know what happened. Can you can you guys tell me? Is it really bad? Is it really laggy? Should we continue? Should we stop, even if it's bad? I don't know. This is 88, by the way. Cause yeah, unfortunately, we just have terrible connection either way. These are just our current. That was 89, by the way. The Mad Hatter says, seems fine now. Okay. If it gets really bad, like it's unbearable, please tell me. We're just gonna stop. um, but welcome back. Hello again. Weird Guy 2760, Frank Senpai, the Mad Hatter, and Junior. Yeah, it's the struggle with streaming currently where I live. Terrible connection. Terrible Wi-Fi because I'm pretty sure I'm the furthest away from the router, and terrible internet data. Hi, Chris. They said, "Hey, missed the first part of the stream." Let me reset. That was 91. But I'm here. I see you're surviving out here with the connection. Yeah, no, it's no. Please tell me if it's really bad. I'm just gonna stop because I cringe when I look back, and it's so you can tell when the connection is bad. Hi, Julio. I wanted to say hi to you too, but then it went bad because I thought it was funny that you mentioned the spirit fingers. Lugia spirit fingers. Did I say that was 92? That was 92. Yes, Frank Senpai. They said shiny, 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 no whammies. Have you looked into getting a Wi-Fi extender to your room? I've thought about it, but I'm like, I don't know. Cause it's 93, by the way. I'm living with relatives that are specifically an older sibling, and I'm kind of afraid to ask. Cause yeah, I wasn't expecting to be. Not that it's bad. I actually like living with them, but I wasn't expecting to be here as long as I have. Let's just say that. That was 94, by the way. But maybe it's something I should talk to them about and see if it's possible. Hi, Dominic D Gears. Chris said, "Nah, you good, no problem. Yet it's good." I hope so. That was 95. Hi, Gyarados422. I love that your handle has Gyarados in it. He's so cool. I don't know, I've grown to love Gyarados more and more. Like with the ones that I've pulled, and then I have one on my yellow team. I grinded for him to become a Gyarados. Junior said, I feel you. In my house, for some reason, my neighbor's apartment has a better connection than my bedroom. What in the world? That is so crazy. Yeah, no, we live in a big house, and I am the furthest one away from the router. It's 97, because I'm pretty sure the router is on the highest floor, and I'm on the lowest. Oh no, Blue Legend, I live with family, but not my parents. I used to live with my parents, but then now we're living with an older sibling. That was 98, by the way. So still family. Weird Guy 2760 said, I was so confused when the stream went down because I had just come back from lunch. Oh no! I hope you had a good lunch though. That was 99, by the way. Ooh, we're starting to get into the hundreds. Chris asked, how's everything been with you? It's been good. I've just been busy. Work's been work, but I can't complain. Well, I could, but there's no point in crying over spilled milk. It's the weekend, and I'm happy. That was 100. But yeah, no, for the most part, everything's been good. Went to the beach again last weekend. That was fun. And then, what did I do? I feel like I did something else. I can't remember. Was it last weekend? I don't remember. But anyways, I hung out with one of my friends. That was 101. And we ended up going to this card shop, or we found a card shop that we didn't know that was nearby. And we ended up picking up some Japanese black bolt and white flare packs. I didn't pull anything. Well, not what I wanted. I really wanted, like, I didn't care if it was like a full art or not, but I really wanted a card of Whimsicott. That was 102. Or, I always butcher his name. Reuniqueless? The Cellmon. He's so cute. I love him. Any of that line, really. But I would have preferred the final evolution. I did get a Lilligant, though. That was 103. It would have been cool. Oh, I also got a Victini. Is it Victini or Victini? But I love that mon. Oops. Sorry, I keep moving my phone. But what about you, Chris? How have you been? Also, to everyone else, that's actually a question to everyone else. How have you guys been? What have you been up to? Frank Senpai asks, is this the older sibling that was into gaming? I think you've mentioned in the stream before. No, that's a different one. This one, oh, they're not into gaming at all, to my knowledge. It's only two of my other siblings that are... Well, I don't know if they still are, but there was a point in time they were into video games. Like, my older brother was the one that had the PS2, and that's how I got to play a little bit of Kingdom Hearts one time when I went to his house. And then my younger brother is the one that had the GameCube. That was 106, by the way. So that's how we got to play Animal Crossing Population Growing. I can't remember if it was Pikmin 2. I think it was Pikmin 2. And Chibi Robo. I don't know if he still has his GameCube. It'd be cool. Should snatch it from him. Not really. Unless. That was 107, by the way. Blue Legend said, by the way, I really like your drawings as a fellow Pokemon artist. How long have you been drawing? Oh man, that's a loaded question. As long as I can remember, like the earliest I can remember, 2nd grade. I'm 31 now. So yeah, it's been a long time. That was 108. But thank you. That means a lot. Cause yeah. Drawing is challenging. Excuse me, but fun. I would like to do that in a future stream though. A drawing stream. The only caveat, that was 109 by the way. The only caveat to doing that is that I might not be able to pay that much attention to chat because, you know, I'm focused on drawing. I was thinking of maybe doing like one traditional one and one, what's the other one? One on my 3DS on Flipnote. Those have been so fun. I love drawing on my 3DS. Chris said, that's good. And yeah, at least it's the weekend, so it's something to appreciate. Yeah, we get to rest. Well, technically I have to work later, but it's my other job that I like, babysitting. Doesn't feel like work. That was 111, by the way. Chris also says, beach sounds like fun. Hopefully you pull something on the next pants. Or pack, not pants. Since you didn't get the chance. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to buy any more cards anytime soon, just because, like, literally the big binder that I got, it's already, like, almost filled up. So I'm like, ooh, where am I going to put them? Frank Senpai said Victini. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. Either way, I like either way. Cause you know it's like a play on victory as well. Chris said Lilligant and Victini are great pulls to be honest. Yeah, I know they are. I was so happy. It wasn't like the rare red one, like or monochrome Victini card, like the full art, but it was like a hollow of it. And I just love how he's always like peace V sign. Cause he's a mythical, right? Yeah, he's one of my favorites. I would love to have one in real life. Me and him would always be doing the V pose in pictures. Weird Guy 2760 said, I just remembered I pulled an immersive Lugia EX card in TCG Pocket. Congrats! I'm still hunting that one down. I got Ho-Oh before Lugia. I was like, what in the world? That was 115. I was hoping I'd get Lugia first, but apparently I was supposed to get... See? Ho-Oh still, even in TCG Pocket, he's playing me. Junior said, Black Bolt and White Flare just released where I live, so I'm thinking on buying some packs tomorrow. I love that for you. Who are you hoping to pull, Junior? Like, what are your chase cards? I don't know, I thought overall the set was really good. Gen 5 isn't even one of my favorites, but, I mean, like, my number one favorite, but it is one of my favorites. And, like, when I was looking at, one of my favorite creators that does pack openings is Crystal Collects. She did one. I think was it of Japanese or was it of Korean Black Bolt and White Flare? But either way, I got to see what cards were in those packs, and I was like, oh, they did so good with this set, or at least I think they did. My friend that I hung out with, he actually got, by the way, that was 118. He got the English ETB of it, and I think his best pull was that full art of, is Panseer that fire monkey? I can't remember. But yeah, it's really cute because like he's like grabbing a berry, and I like the art style. And then there was something else that he pulled, I forget. That was 119. Julio said, recently I went to a horror movie convention in Long Beach. It was pretty cool. Oh my gosh, that sounds so fun. I didn't know they had a horror movie convention. I love horror movies too. What was your favorite thing about the con? That was 120. Chris said, but I've been good, thank you. Felt like a low-key summer for me, and I've been more consistent daily about just making beats. I finished my first one. Oh, congrats. Oh yeah, I remember you do DJ, you make music. I love that for you. Yeah, no, you don't have to have or do so much to have a good summer. But then again, this is coming from somebody that's a homebody. So I'm super biased when I say that. That was 121. So that's good. Frank Senpai said, that's so nice. Kingdom Hearts is the ish. Maybe one day stream. Snatch the GameCube. Actually, I've been looking into, that was 122. I think I mentioned this in the last stream. I don't remember. I mentioned this at some point recently. But I've been looking into those retro handhelds, and like there are some that can play GameCube games, in addition to like GBA and DS games and all that. So I kind of want that, cuz like I love, having something to actually hold versus like connecting it to my TV. I mean, that's fun too, but portable. So I've been thinking about it. Just so I can play some GameCube games that way. Because, yeah, clearly, even though they're making some available through the membership on the Switch too, I'm like, it's not really mine to keep, though. That was 124, by the way. So that's why I'm also not planning to get the Switch 2 anytime soon. Chris said, besides that, I've been home, didn't do much this summer. Wanted to keep it low-key, honestly. Yeah, no, sometimes you need to. I don't blame you. So I'm glad you were able to at least relax for the most part this summer. You don't have, like I said, you don't have to do a lot to have fun. Blue Legend said, awesome, I've been drawing since I was a kid too. It's been therapeutic and fun. No, it really is. But then, I don't know if you have those moments, but I also sometimes get frustrated with a drawing, and then I'm like, I need to come back to this, and then I eventually do. And then it's like, okay, I can handle this. Blue Legend said, I've been taking a break off Pokemon TCG too, because the packs be expensive nowadays. Yeah. Yeah, no, thankfully, the card shop we went to, they weren't selling them for a crazy price. I think they were either $5 or $6 a pack. I only got like, I think, 2 from Black Bolt, 2 from White Flare, and then I got one of the Mega, I forgot the exact series, but the ones that they recently released with the Mega Evolutions. I got the one with Gardevoir, but I didn't pull anything crazy from that either, but that's okay. It was still fun. My cat's here. Okay. She's just trying to eat more food. That was 128, by the way. Excuse me. Junior said, I'm really hoping for any Reshiram, Superior, or Whimsicott cards. They're some of my favorites from Gen 5. Ooh, yes, I love Reshiram as well, and Whimsicott. I like Snivy. Superior is cool, though. That was 129. Blue Legend said, the Reshiram card is cool. I also want the Zekrom. Yes, I love Zek. I mean, both legendaries, really. I'm a sucker for a dragon. But I don't think I'll be able to get it anytime soon. Aw. I hope you do eventually, though. Or maybe, like, you can buy the singles you want, and they're not, like, an absurd price. That was 130, by the way. Hi, Pokemon! Oh my gosh, I love that your profile pictures of Poliwhirl. I love Poliwhirl. Hi, Donnell Jr. They asked, what are you playing? It's Emerald Seaglass. It's a ROM hack of emeralds. Junior said, that monochromatic Reshiram EX is so gorgeous. That was 131, by the way. Yeah, no, it really is. Also, a little unrelated, but have you seen the new TCG Pocket Suicune collection? It's coming in 5 days. I'm so excited. No, I haven't, but I love me a Suicune collection. I gotta Google that afterwards. That was 132. Chris said, thank you. It's exciting that I finished it, and honestly, you're right. Ain't gotta do much for the summer. We're both homebodies. Yeah. I normally spend time doing what I love to do. Video games and music. Yeah, exactly. That's what I love too. Indulging in hobbies, or at least, I don't know, my hobbies keep me busy. I mean, don't get me wrong. That was 133. I like to go out occasionally, but it's not like I have to. It's like you don't always have to spend money to have fun. And usually when like I hang out with friends, like we have to have at least one of our activities has to be a good place to eat. That was 134. Pokemon asks, is that the Crystal Clear ROM hack? No, but I actually plan to play that ROM hack. I've heard so many good things about it. It's already installed on my 3DS. It's just waiting for me. That was 135. Chris said, you don't own nothing on Switch 2. Or, you don't own anything on Switch 2. I feel like not getting it. Yeah, no, that's what I don't like either. I was talking about this with some friends But yeah, it's sad to me that Nintendo is like becoming or is doing the thing where they're trying to get rid of physical media and like making everything digital, and it's like nothing really is ours. So I'm just like, it's sad. Blue Legend, yeah, for TCG Pocket, those legendary beast cards are looking sick. Yeah, no, they are. I need to get back into opening those card packs. That was 137, by the way. Because right now I'm still trying to finish my set for. Wow, why am I forgetting the name for the Ho-Oh and Lugia set? But you know, that one. Is it Wisdom of the Blue Sea? Something like that. Trying to complete that first and then work on the other packs that I haven't completed the sets for. That was 138. Frank Senpai said the portable method is pretty sweet. I remember talking about that during one of your streams. Yes, Ambernick. Yes, yes, yes. They said Ambernick is the company with a good amount of portables to pick from. Yes, I agree. I was looking at the one that looks like what was that T-Mobile phone? The Sidekick. It looks kind of like the Sidekick, but you know, except instead of a keyboard, they have like the controllers. Oops, on that end. I was looking at that one, but then there's another one that's very close. It's a different company that made it, but looks very close to the 3DS, and I'm like, ooh. But then part of me kind of wants to save up for like an actual other either a 2DS or 3DS. That was 140, by the way. Just because I'm like, oh, a backup just in case if anything ever happens to mine. God forbid, but you know. Yeah, there's one that I specifically want to add to my collection. That's a limited edition one, but we'll see, we'll see. So yeah, I'm like torn between the two. Cause the one that the company made, it it looks like the 3DS, but then the shell, it's like if you remember the transparent Game Boy Color ones, like the purple one, it's that but teal, and it looks so good. That was 142, by the way. So that's why I'm like, I'm tempted. Julio said there's a few in California. The one I went to in Long Beach, which got really popular. It has a lot of vendors, which could DIY decorations and other cool props. You can also meet actors. Ooh, that is so cool. I'm assuming people cosplay too, or at least I would hope so. I would hope so. Why can't I talk? I need water. When I start tripping up on my words, I need water. We're struggling out here. But yeah, that sounds fun. And then I'm just wondering, like, do they have panels too? And like, what are the kind of panels they have? I don't know. A horror movie con sounds so fun. That was 144, by the way. Blue Legend said the other day I pulled wow, a gold Lugia card. I'm so jealous. So jealous. Congrats though. That's amazing. Julio said it's a horror version of Comic Con. Oh, that's so neat though. I hope you had a great time. Frank Senpai. They said, tell your cat I said, pss, 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 pss. You know what? It's funny she left already. She just comes and goes as she pleases. But yeah, I love hitting the cats with the pss, 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 pss. And see if they actually come to you. That was 146. Pokemon asks, what are you playing? I don't know, but I got the thought that it might be the Crystal Clear ROM hack. It's my favorite Pokemon. Oh, about Poliwhirl. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, this is Emerald Seaglass. It's a ROM hack, but of emeralds. But yes, I love Poliwhirl too. He's just a little guy. He's so cute and happy. I love that entire line. But I do like Politoed more than Poliwrath. But I still love them all. I just love me a good tadpole frog line. Blue Legend said, yeah, that's the artist struggle. I know how that feels. Yeah, it just unfortunately comes with it. It's the joys and what is it? Joys and I can't think of a better word. Lows of being an artist or, drawing in general. A creator. Creator of any kind experiences those feelings. I mean, I even feel that way with my own content. That was 149. So I feel like whatever you create, whether it be music, art, content, anything, yeah, they have their highs and lows. Pokemon said, I actually am trying to collect every Poliwhirl card ever. Wow! Oh my gosh, I would love to see that. That's 150, by the way. I tried to make a Pokemon YouTube channel, and I'm trying really hard. Oh my gosh, good luck, and I hope you're able to acquire all of them. I would love to see, like whenever you achieve it, like you going over your collection. That would be so fun. I love when people collect like a certain mon. I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, oh, who would I choose though? That was 151. Chris said, you don't always gotta go out unless it's something you want to go to. And yes, a good place to eat is non-negotiable. It's the best experience. Amen. Also, yeah, it's like with my friends, that was 152. It's like, yeah, we'll have some places to go out to, but then sometimes we like have a chill hangout, like either like at their place, and like we'll watch a movie or like for example with one of my cousins that like I consider her as like my sister too. Like I remember we did one of those, like we got takeout and then we watched a movie or a show, I can't remember which one it was, together, and then when we felt like playing video games, we were playing video games not together but in the same room. Like I was on my 3DS and she was on her Switch playing Animal Crossing. So it's like, something like that's nice too. Hi Eddie, they said, I love the crystal clear ROM hack. You can really get them all. Oh, nice. Blue Legend said, when I was a kid, I used to record a lot of Pokemon YouTube videos. Looking back, they're kind of cringe. It's okay, Blue Legend. If you just gotta embrace the cringe. Or like, I don't know. That was, you should be proud of the you back then. That was, what's the word I'm trying to say? That had the courage to like start, Because if it wasn't for them, where would you be now? That's how I see it when it comes to content creation. Cause yeah, don't think I don't cringe at my own stuff or like past stuff. I'm like, why did I do that? But if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be where we're at now. Chris said, Nintendo is anti-consumer at this point. No, seriously. I don't know who's in charge nowadays, but I feel like the golden era was when Iwata was in office. For lack of better words. R.I.P. Junior said, I'm also trying to complete the Ho-Oh and Lugia collection, but now I think I'm going to start saving for Suicune. It was my favorite legend growing up. Oh, I love that it was your favorite legendary. I just love... Crystal's definitely... yeah, I guess it is my favorite Pokemon game of all time. And yeah, Suicune is cool. But that makes me happy to know that it's coming out because I've already unintentionally saved up a bunch of hourglasses so I could rip open 10 packs for sure. That was 159 by the way. So I'm excited. I hope you for your first pack you get a really really good card. Hi Bane Mode. They said nice Emerald Seaglass. Yes, we love Emerald Seaglass. Didn't think we'd be playing it for this long, but here we are. Sorry, not sorry for being so behind on the chat. But yes, is it Dreamental? Are you talking about the Retroid Flip 22? Yes. Well, 2. Yes, I believe that is its name. I really want it. But they said I'm Thor is the new hyped one. Ooh, I gotta look that up. Wait, I gotta screenshot that to remember to do it later. Okay. Um Oh, Blue Legend said, "Oh, you're going to collect every card in the set? If so, good luck. That's gonna be a challenge. Haha." Yeah, for in TCG Pocket, I can't do it in real life. It's too much. For like if you thought I meant like the Black Bolt and White Flare. No, 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 no. But in TCG Pocket, yes, we try to get all the cards for each set. Frank Senpai said Atomic Teal GBA would be so cool. I think, I don't know if I'm remembering wrong, but I think that actually does exist. That was 163, by the way. They've made some custom or I want to say custom, but limited edition GBAs. Like, look up, there's a Celebi one, I believe. I think they came out with a Kyogre and Groudon one. I just remember seeing it in that book that I'm reading, A Handheld History. That was 164. Yes, Bane mode, we are shiny hunting. Frank Senpai, shiny Politoed looks like the Trix yogurt cups. It does. But it's so cute. Either way, I don't know. I'm biased. I kind of don't like the way it looks in Crystal, though. But I think in the remix, it looks decent. It looks better. Julio said, they have panels and cosplayers there. Yeah, usually directors have panels and makeup artists have demos. Ooh, that's cool. Also, the handheld you mentioned is the Retroid Pocket Flip 2 and the RG Slide by Ambernick. Yes, thank you. I'm glad you guys know. Y'all are hip. Because I couldn't remember the names. But yeah, the con sounds so fun. I want to go, but West Coast. I'd have to save up monies to be able to go. One day. Weird Guy 2760 said, I think if I was a gym leader, I would be a water or ground type leader. That was 167. Because some of my favorite Pokemon are Quagsire and Gastrodon. They're water ground types. Ooh, that would be... You'd be tough. I would have to make sure I have either a Mon with a grass type move or a grass types themselves. Because yeah, that's what is it, the battle tower, that was 168. Whenever I see Swampert or Quagsire, I'm like, Beans, you gotta use Giga Drain. Hi Scrambles, they said, yo, how's it going, Johto? It's going pretty good. I feel like I'm losing my voice though. Have some water. That was 169. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. I'm hoping the connection is not that bad. Cause yeah, we had a connection mishap earlier, but it's okay. I just don't know if like it's gonna be or if it's gonna be uploaded, because usually when I end a live stream, it'll tell me like the statistics. Bleh, why can't I talk? The statistics of it. That was 170. At the end, and I didn't see that, so I'm like, ooh, does that mean it's getting uploaded or not? I don't know. Chris said, that's a chill experience. To eat, play video games together in the same room. That's something I'd love to do more often. Yeah. You just gotta find whether it be the right friends or the right family members to do that with. That was 171. Pokemon said, if it doesn't work, you can show us what you have downloaded on your 3DS. Wait, what do you mean? Sorry, I think I might have forgotten what we were talking about. Oh, you mean like the games I currently have on my 3DS? I've done tours of it actually, like as YouTube videos. They're a little outdated. I was actually planning, I had already filmed it, I just haven't edited it yet. I was planning to do an updated modded 3DS tour, but honestly, there's not a lot that has changed. Like I just mentioned, like the theme that I made, that was 173, and how I downloaded Neko Atsume. But I appreciate the interest. Blue Legend said, that is very true words. When did you start making content? Oh my gosh, I think it's been, because we're in 2025, right? It's been 2 years now. But I had a different account before. My niche used to be anime, but then I think it was in November of last year, I was like, I don't want to do anime anymore. Like, I still love it, but I'm just not as passionate about it, or like able to pump out content about it as much as, like, for example, video games, especially Pokemon. So that's why I made the switch. Where are these shiny birds? This is 175. It's okay. I wasn't expecting it to happen during the stream, but it'd be nice if it did, right? I can only stream until 4 though, unfortunately. It is 3:35 now. Eastern time. That was 176. Chris said Iwata was what kept Nintendo consumer. Once he passed it, it went with him. No, seriously, it's so sad. It's so sad. But we'll see. We'll see how things go in the future, but it is what it is. It's 177, by the way. That's why I'm so stuck on my 3DS now. Blue Legend said, since I never got to play the original Gen 2 games, Heart Gold and Soul Silver is my definitive Gen 2 experience and my favorite Pokemon game to this day. Oh, I love that for you, though. Yeah, no, they did so good with the remakes. That was 178, by the way. Is it Gamify? Hi. Chris said, if I was a gym leader, I'd be a dragon type gym leader. I love dragons or electric. Oh, yes, I'm a sucker for dragons too. Hi, is it Ali Malo? By the will of the... That's so cute. By the banana, or of the banana brigade, you will get this shiny within the next 100 soft resets. I appreciate you. That was 179, by the way. Let's see if we can get it before 200. Hi, Kevin. Is it Kevin Tierney? I tried. Pokemon said I would be a poly only, but I would have still one Shroomish because he is my guy. That's so cute and so random. But I feel like they go well together. Frogs and a mushroom. It is a base gym, weird guy 2760. Oh, that would be so cute. Like, I can imagine too, like, maybe like it would look like a pond or a swamp. That'd be so cute. And giant lily pads. I'm trying to think of the other plants that grow in ponds. Cattails. Sign me up. I wanna go to this gym. I wanna work at this gym. Blue Legend asks, are you keeping track of your resets on paper or an app? An app. 182, by the way. I'm using I believe it's called Shiny Dex. Oops, I tilted this thing. Cause yeah, before I used to tally them, but then someone had told me like, oh, there's an app, or like there's actually a bunch of apps, and then when I looked into this one, I liked it, so I was like, I'll go with this one. But I feel like sometimes the timer is off. I don't know, but that's okay. That's why, like, I'll still make note of it. Chris asks, do you think the reason you swim anime because of burnout, so you're not as passionate? I think it was a mixture of burnout, and then that was 184, by the way. I also felt like the reason why people liked my content when I was in the anime niche because I would post cosplay content. But at the same time, I kind of felt like the pressure to like, oh, I need to come out with newer cosplays. And I'm like, ooh, I don't have the budget for that right now. That was 185, by the way. So that definitely played a part. Blue Legend said, oh, you're in the East Coast. Same here. Yes. Is it Mark Andre or Andre? How many shiny yet? I actually don't remember how many shinies I've caught in this game so far. I want to say it's somewhere in the 20s. That was 186, by the way. If we happen to encounter the shiny bird before, I will go over my shinies real quick in the game. Julio said, that was 187. I gotta go now. It's time to be an adult. Oh, I felt that. Yay, cleaning, groceries, and car wash. Ooh, that sounds, well, I'm super biased, but I don't know, that sounds fun to me. Because I don't know, I find cleaning relaxing, and I love going grocery shopping, and car washes are fun. I also need to do that, now that you mention it. That was 188. Good luck with the shiny hunt and catch you next time, my dude. Spirit fingers. Oh, it was so good to see you, Julio. I hope if you happen to watch the upload of this or the replay of this that you can hear that in spirit fingers. I feel like that's our inside joke now. Spirit fingers because of the Lugia hunt. That was 189. Blue Legend said, but yeah, anime is a nice niche, but I feel like with video games, there are a lot more fun ideas you can do. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree. And then it's like we can share our experiences, or I feel like you're more than capable, or no, how am I trying to say this? The ability to be able to share our experiences is easier through video games than it is through anime. That was 190, by the way. Because, you know, like, we could all play the same games, but we experience it in such a different way. And there may be some things we agree on and disagree on. But that's okay. That's what makes it fun. Oops, that was 191. I keep bumping into things. Sorry, not sorry. Dreamental said, I like Politoed, but for Alligator with Strong Jaw is insane Seaglass. I've seen people talking about it in, what's it called? In the Discord for Emerald Seaglass. And I'm like, maybe should I exploit that for the battle tower? But I don't know, we'll see. It's because, like, originally I was trying to make my Flygon, Togetic, and Gengar work because, well, I mostly included Togetic on my team for the Battle Tower because I was working on making it my Ribbon Master, and even though I've already achieved that, I still feel like I have to see it through, at least with the Battle Tower. So we'll see. But yeah, also, I love the way Feraligator's sprite looks in this game. It's so good. He looks so cool. Like, he looks like he's gonna pounce any moment. That was 194. Chris says, sounds like the focus wasn't on your interest but the cosplay. It definitely sounds like cosplay is a lot of pressure. So switching to Pokemon is your more chill vibe. Yes, no, exactly. Because that's how I felt too. Excuse me, that people were more into the cosplays. And, like, yeah, that's great and all, but it's like, cosplaying costs money. A lot of money. Scrambles asked, are you into PvP Pokemon? Honestly, I mean, there was a time, very brief, during when Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out that I played competitively because one of my friends convinced me to. But honestly, I prefer to enjoy Pokemon on my own, like solo plays. And I'm able to still get the competitive aspect of it with, or at least in this game, through the Battle Frontier. Oh, we're at 197. I don't remember if I mentioned that. Chris said, it really is video, or, wait, sorry. Let me read that again. It really is. Video games is easier than anime. Anime is a bit of a maze. Yeah, it is. I feel like yes, there are things you can talk about or like make content about, but I feel like you can do more with video games. Junior said, gotta go now, Iris. Wishing you luck on this hunt. Bye. Oh, thank you for being here, Junior. It's nice to see you again, and thank you. Blue Legend said, yeah, gaming allows us to share experiences and bond together through our love for the franchises. Exactly. And then also, that was $1.99. I also like how I can share like my progression in a game. Like, for example, in this with you guys and like talk about that. And then you guys can also like tell me about your own, like what you're working